Hello, the wee old man, I'm sorry.
I went to Japan. I left for a while and now I'm back. But there's a little guy. I've picked up a little fella. Does anyone know what this little fella is? Please chat. Bucky, motherfucker. I felt so good that I knew what that was. I felt so impressive to my American friends that I met. Finn, how did you meet your American friends? Let me bring you along on a little story. Last time you saw me live, I got a little haircut from my friend Runa. Runa and me went to Japan. In fact, it wasn't even supposed to be Runa and me. It was supposed to be Hitch and me. I was originally planning on going to Japan with Hitch as a little guy besties fucking...
What do you mean by that?
I wanted to do it with Hitch. It would be fun. A little vacation. And then I learned Runa and her bestie guy, Joey, he popped his head in, I think, stream last time. He's fluent in Japanese. And I went, hi, I'll fly you out as long as you act as a bit of a tour guide. Lucky, it was incredibly lucky. And then about 2 weeks before we were going to fly out, I got a text message. Belle Delphine, who I hadn't heard from in a year, with just flight booked. Hey, I'm coming. Put yourself in my position here. Yeah, me and Belle are friends, but I had not spoke to the bitch in a year. And she had just popped back up in the last, like, few weeks. And now she's on the trip as well. Okay, cool. A week now before we're flying out, someone told me that Peach might be coming to Japan, so I messaged her to check. And it turned out Peach Jars, who has been my friend for 5 years, who I hadn't been able to see this entire time because my visa got denied from America, if you remember that. And she just so happens to be flying at the exact same time. There was a chance we were on the same goddamn plane. At the very least, like 10% of only LLC revenue is in the sky above Japan at the exact same time. If either of our planes go out the air, they lose their business. So now my American friend that I haven't met in 5 years is coming. Then I learned that Morgpie is also coming. Not someone that I've been super close with, but one of those like mutuals that we've had that we've kind of chit-chatted in DMs on often. That would be amazing to meet her too. She seems lovely. Let's go meet her too. This just keeps getting more insane. Another thing. Chat, please, could you take a glance at the title of the stream? I used to watch this channel way back in the day. The channel's name was SourceFed. I don't know if there are any other YouTube old heads in the chat with me, but did you all ever fucking see this? It's giving millennial nostalgia. Oh god. I'm on the border of millennial and Gen Z. Finster's now Unk status, bro. That is the comment. There used to be this person that they had on Table Talk back in the day, and her name was Jessica Negri, and I used to very much like her. Goddamn, I'm sweating so much. I had a little bit of crush on Jessica Negri. But look, I was young, I was a man of culture indeed. And then we met. Oh my god, she's an awful person. I hate her now, she's dreadful. She was so sweet and I was trembling. I spotted her as she was coming out of like a train station. She had bright pink hair and I went like, oh, it's Jessica Negri. And I'd like said it to the group that I was with. And then like 5 seconds went by where we were all just staring at them. And then Belle came up behind me and just pushed me from behind and go, just say hi then. And I went, okay, Belle. I just popped up to her and went, hi. And she went, Finn! I could have died. Thank you, Jessica, if you watch this. That was a core memory moment. That was so fucking cool. I wanted to like try and meet the other creators that were in Japan at the time, but my mobility was temporarily hindered by an electric... Wait, can I reframe this story to sound cooler? Yeah, okay. So there was this puppy that I watched run into a burning orphanage. As I swerved to go into the building, I fell off my bike, knee first onto gravel. And onto a fucking shark that bit my knee. Yeah, I fell off an electric bike in Fuji. It should have been a cooler story. It was a bump in the road, man. El Bozo. Fuck you. I swear the reason why I fell off was I had one hand on the handlebars. What was I doing? With the other hand, I swear I was fixing my hair. I couldn't walk properly. I still can't walk properly because of this fucking knee injury. Look, hold on. I'll show you the good knee. That's the good knee. That's gonna be a scar for fucking ever. I am fairly lucky that thigh highs are so popular in my chosen profession. This is the bad knee, but you can sort of see the area of damage. It's healed a lot. Wait, actually, I'm gonna see if chat has good like medical knowledge real quick. Chat, what would you say would be bad about knocking your head on the ground and then somehow immediately getting a cold? Just a runny nose as soon as I hit my head. I'm actually a doctor? Holy f***. Oh my god, you're verified on Twitch. You can't just say you're actually a doctor. If you're really a doctor, it means you're dying. Anyway, I died, as the doctor said. Your brain's leaking out. I'm not kidding, that's exactly what I googled and that's the exact answer I got. If my brain's leaked out, I'd have probably known it by now. You need a brain to get brain damage? Ban that guy. Ban that fucker. I never want to see him again. I missed out on going to both Kyoto and Osaka because of that knee injury, which is such a dumb way for that to happen. I was stuck in a hotel room for about 4 days, not having the best time of my life, I will say.
I know of a place where you never get harmed. Indoors, indoors. Take it away, Penny.
I cannot bend my leg past this point. Still. It used to be like I couldn't bend it past here, and now we're down to here. I'm done spending money for a bit. I think when me and Ashley met each other, one of the things that she said was like, you are really bad at being rich. I'll show you how. And then she did, and now I've picked up a lot of bad habits. But I don't spend a ton of money generally. I like to pay people a lot that work with me. Ugh, man, redebating my capitalist stances. Now I pay people too much. Speaking of which, you might notice something. My Twitch subscription thing is not on the screen and hasn't been for a minute. It's because I felt weird. Like, I feel strange, like, accepting a ton of money from you guys. Because, you know, I've got different forms of revenue. And it's nice that you want to contribute. I would feel a lot better if it would go somewhere, like, to charity. For the rest of this year, I've given the Twitch subscription revenue to Seattle Voice Labs. It'll help them do scholarships for voice training stuff. You know, they already had a system to take on scholars. I figured that's a pretty solid thank you. There. So I figured it will go to them. Jesus fucking Christ. This is so cool. I didn't talk about this at all, besides on like an Instagram story, but then they mentioned it before, and I already had a message on Twitter from someone that had said like, hey, I'm a recipient of this. I'm living in, I think it was, I don't want to say exactly where, but they were living in the Middle East, and they were a recipient of this scholarship, and they were very grateful and did make me cry. Fuck you if you watch this. Fuck you, you made me cry, you head. But I'm really happy for you, and I'm really glad that it went to someone really cool. What else have I not talked about? I feel like I'm missing things. Oh my god, dude. The last night that I had in Japan, in fact, the last 4 or 5 days that I was in Japan for was spent drinking or recovering from drinking. So it was a very British experience. I got invited by Peach on my last night that I didn't sleep through to go out to a Texas bar. I put on my Instagram story. Hold on. This is Peach. This is where look at how proud I am, chat. This is just one I went like, hold on. This is for me. I think I said this is for your profile picture on my phone, and it is. This is like this circle of Peach's head is what her profile is on my phone now. But yeah, here's Peach being a cuck, as I am being. I got a selfie with a random Japanese man that just went like, he was taking selfies with a bunch of America. He took a selfie with Peach and then just kind of went over, and I was looking behind to see what was going on, and he just went, American, hey! And I went, hey! And took a selfie with him. I took out my camera. I also took a selfie with him. That's on a Google Drive somewhere that I've got to find. Hitch, if you watch this, please can you upload that photo? I know that camera has a photo on it of a selfie of me out of my head drunk with this Japanese man also drunk, having the time of our lives because he just thought I was an American and wanted a selfie with me. Sick. I had a fucking blast. We'd played a game called Who's the Worst Person. It was like a card game. Apparently my friends think I'm really like not a good person because, oh my god, by a landslide, me and Belle got chose for fucking everything. Who's the most likely to commit murder? Finn. Who's the most likely to help you hide a body? Belle. It was just us. So I got trashed so quick. I'm so glad that I have a British liver of steel. And then it was the next morning. On that drinking night, when Belle was opening up all her, by the way, she bought a second suitcase full of just board games to play. Wild. One of the games she brought was, something that was, I think the game was, for the girls or something. It was something like that. And she went oh yeah, sorry, Hitch and Joey, you can't play. Not a fucking second thought. I was included. That's so sweet. I doubt that she knew that meant anything to me. That was so fucking nice, though. You know, you can tell people if you want to be called she more often. I know I could, but I just go by whatever. It's like an extra compliment getting called she. It's more natural to go by he. I never really notice people using pronouns with me. It doesn't really clock in my head as something. So I don't really mind. I don't know. It still feels more comfortable going by he. Also, I can't get rid of bro and dude and brother from my vocabulary. Vocabulary? Jesus. How's your stomach handling your new meat diet? I haven't changed my diet, actually. I will occasionally try meat. I went back to an okonomiyaki place and they had a beef tendon thing that Hitch ordered, and I tried one of those and it was actually really, really good. By the way, okonomiyaki, Actually, my favorite Japanese food. And then I had Wagyu over there, which was mid. This is okonomiyaki. The best one, may I add. Having said that, I haven't tried many of the other things. I still haven't tried sushi. I went all the way to Japan and I didn't try sushi. He's trolling. I'm not even trolling. I went, like, explicitly to go and try sushi and I missed it. You're throwing. I'm so sorry. I'll try it eventually. Look, okay, I missed out going to Kyoto. I didn't go to Osaka. Those were places I really wanted to go. I goofed up my enough that I had to miss out on, like, a good, like, 5 days. Just missed. When I was stuck in that room, it sort of overshadowed a bunch of plans. And then as soon as we could meet up with people and as soon as I was out being mobile again, I kind of wanted to do stuff that I'd sort of been missing. Like, I'd sort of been laying in my hotel bedroom thinking about, you know, which was, quite frankly, mostly drinking. You know what's in that Mr. Beast video? I also missed my chance to try sushi. Let the beast himself intro it. I was on this boat.
The most premium sushi chef in the world, along with this entire floating restaurant.
I was behind camera, and I didn't try any. How did I up twice? I was a master sushi chef. Either way, I goofed it then. I goofed it again. I will have to go back to Japan and get sushi. If any of my friends want to go to Japan, I'm so down to go with you, as long as we can go to Kyoto. Maybe a bike ride through Kyoto. Fuck you, Alice. Oh, Jesus. Sorry, a memory. A few months ago, I saw a school teacher out and about who recognized me, or at least knew who I was when I said, like, it's Jude. Hi. She went like, Jude, no shit, how are you doing? Didn't know I'd see you here. She asked what I did for a living. I can't tell my old maths teacher that I f***ed, dude. I can't tell her. I actually said photography. I genuinely... She said, what type? And I said, I do model photography. Oh, that sounds like fun. Yeah, it is. Avoided that topic. God. Oh, God. I didn't want to have to tell her. She knows. She remembered me, which has got to be rare. Every now and then I'm haunted by that clip of me saying, I don't do porn. I will never do porn. Hey, Vlad, how you doing? How's things been? Tasted great. Anyway, chat, I'm going to leave the stream there. Was Finn can only hold a grudge for a month. Streams monthly. Coincidence?